We can now take a look at our boxing volumes. When we ran the boxing many function, it created the boxing volumes, and if we just open up our boxing many function again under design boxing many function, call up the function name and go into the volumes tab, we can then click on the report file and select open. The first volume that you're going to see at the top here is the volume between the natural surface and the design, and that's the volume here. The second volume will be between the natural surface and the subgrade, which is the bottom surface. The third volume will be the design and the subgrade, so the design surface and the bottom surface, and then we go into our interboxing layers, so design to base course and base course to subgrade. We can now close this down for the moment, and we're going to calculate the volumes between each surface using the exact method. This provides a good check on our volume report here. We can finish on our boxing menu, and we're going to load up our volumes toolbar. So we can go to our workspaces toolbar, hold it out and come down to triangulation and volumes. From our new volumes toolbar, we're going to use the exact method to calculate the volumes between each of the different surfaces, as we saw in our boxing many volume report. So we click on the exact volume between tins icon, and the first one we're going to do, if we follow the same order as was in the previous report, would be from the ground surface to the design surface. We're going to give it a name, and we'll just call it Road 1 Vols Exact. Hit enter, and we'll use a polygon, and the polygon will just be the boundary string around the outside of our Road 1. We can then hit volume. A little notepad will pop up and give us that volume. We can close that down, and we're just going to append to this surface each time. So the second report was from the original tin, was the ground, and it went down to the subbase. And we can hit volume, append. Once again, you can see it appends to the volume report. We'll close that down again. The next one went from our design surface down to our subbase. So Road 1 down to subbase. We hit volume and append. We can close this down. We then went for our interboxing layers, which was from Road 1 down to base course, volume, append, close that down, and finally from base course down to subbase, volume, append. We can now compare these two files that we've created, one from the boxing menu and one using the exact method. And you can see for our natural surface down to our design, in the boxing menu we got a volume of 16246, and under the exact method we got a volume of 16192. So the boxing menu has used the cross sections to calculate it, and the exact method has calculated the exact volume. So the two of them are pretty good. We scroll down to the next one, which is the natural surface to the subgrade, and we get 11029 compared to 11067. Once again, design to subgrade 5178 compared to 5162. And in our interboxing layers, so our base course volume would be 2427 compared with 2419. And our base course to subbase, or our subbase volume, would be 2750 compared to 2743. So this is a good check on our boxing many volumes, and they come up pretty good, so we know we don't have any issues.